course, I knew he would be.
Yep, me too. I guess it's that family intuition that runs in the family. That too.
Well, I think you ought to go on home and get yourself some rest now.
No, I can't do that, honey. I have to stay here in case HB needs to see me.
Good Lord, girl, you are pregnant. You need your rest. Now, I'll stay right here, and if HB wakes up and starts hollering, I'll call you. Now, I'm going to go find Joshua and tell him to take you home.
You can't do that, honey.
And why not?
Because Joshua's gone.
It's for us. It's ours, all ours. It's my wedding present to you.
Well, you keep it, India, and keep dreaming.
Philip, why? What's wrong?
India, I don't care to celebrate our marriage tonight or any other night.
You wanted to see me.
Please forgive your father. He loves you very deeply.
I don't believe that. My father loves you and your family.
Yes, he does. But he also loves you. Don't forget, he let my daughter and me go, and he stayed with you and Alan in Springfield. Think about that. He always tried to do the right thing, even though he made mistakes sometimes.
Please. You're too weak to talk about this now.
Alexandra, you're so gentle with me. Don't you remember me? I thought surely you recognized me when we met downstairs.
Your face seems familiar, but no, I don't know you.
Think, child. Think. It will come back to you.
Oh, my God. My God. It's you.
Victoria and I didn't come back to Barbados right after Conrad died. We stayed in Springfield for several years. I took care of you.
Thank you. Thank you for that happy time. Oh, she's sleeping. I remember everything now. Shirley took care of me after Mother died. She raised me as if I were her little girl. And you were there, too, in the nursery. We played together and laughed together. Whatever became of those happy children.
They died long ago.
Perhaps they're just lost. Children often get lost when they're away from their mothers.
She was your maid, Alexandra, not your mother. She was never good enough for that. She couldn't replace your mother. She wasn't white.
Please, don't destroy the one sweet memory I have of my childhood. Your mother is the only mother I ever knew. The only one I ever had to love. We can't blame each other for something we had no control over. We can't. It hurts too much. The best we can do is get on with our lives. After all, what happened today was a great shock to everyone, but it doesn't change anything.
You're wrong. This changes everything.
What is it you want?
I don't want anything. According to this, I'm entitled to some of what you have. Do you disagree?
No. You're entitled to your share. You're very much like your father. Our father. Direct, to the point.
And you're not?
I've had to be strong for a long time. Daddy was never there when I needed him.
He was never there for me as a daddy, period. Brandon would like to see us separately. Perhaps we should discuss this later.
Yes, I think that would be best.
Will you ever be able to forgive him?
I've hated him for so long. I don't know. What about you? Can you forgive him?
I don't know either.
Joshua loves you, Reva, and you still love him. But he also loves HB. Now, you couldn't just expect him to hang around here and watch you get bigger by the minute with his daddy's baby. No man who ever loved you could do that. You're wise beyond your years, little sister.
It's pretty much what happened.
I'm sorry.
I know you are. Thanks.
Things just never seem to work out the way we want them to, do they? I mean, one minute everything's fine, and then the next, wham, bam, thanks, ma'am, something happens. It's never good.
My sisterly intuition's telling me that you're not very happy right now.
Shows that much?
Like a neon sign. Come on, spill the beans. What is it?
Rick. I thought he liked me. But after the other night, I'm not so sure anymore.
Why? What happened?
Well, we had this date. And I wanted us to stay home together, you know? Only he didn't want to. Can you believe it? I was making the offer, and he didn't want me.
No, Philip, wait. Please, I want this to be a special night. A night we'll always remember.
Why?
Oh, because it's our wedding night. I want something special we can share, please.
Oh, well, what the hell. I guess it's better being here with them than home all alone with you. Guess I ought to do it. My bride.
A toast to our first night as man and wife.
Yeah, okay. Maybe be our last.
boy before who wasn't interested. In fact, most of them have been foaming at the mouth. You think I'm getting old, Reva?
Oh, now, girl, will you stop it? You're barely old enough to buy beer in this state.
Well, then I'm getting fat. I swear I ain't gonna need another bite for a whole nother week.
You will so eat. You haven't gained an ounce in 3 years.
Then what is it? Tell me, Reva. You don't think that he is, do you?
No, I don't. No, you know better than that, girl. You should be ashamed of yourself.
He's so different than all the other boys I've ever gone out with. Reva, all I've ever wanted to do was to, well, you know.
Now, you're wrong there, young lady. I mean, not every boy in today's society wants to just go for a roll in the hay.
Oh, Reva, stop dreaming. Just look at Johnny Taylor. He brought me presents, even wanted to marry me. But we all know good and well it wasn't because of my brain. Heck, that stuff's just in romance novels. In fact, I have never known a boy, yes, who just didn't want to go to bed with me.
Well, you've never known a Rick Bauer before. I mean, he's different from the boys you knew in Tulsa. I mean, he's a young man, and he's a serious man, and he takes love seriously.
Why does everything got to be so serious all the time? Why can't we just have a good old-fashioned roll in the hay together?
Because he respects you too much. That's a sign of maturity. You should take it as a compliment.
Great. He respects me. Just where's that going to get me?
Obviously, he likes you for other reasons than just your body.
What? Tell me, what is it that he wants from me?
No, you tell me. If there wasn't just something real special that Rick liked about you, he'd still be with Mindy.
Cute little fella, isn't he? He's so small.
Well, that's the way they make them. I wish I could let you hold him, but it's against policy, you know?
That's okay.
You could see him in a couple of hours. Then I'll be feeding him. Well, I gotta get back on the floor. Congrats on an old baby brother. Thanks. What do I call you? Harlan Jr.? Billy Jr. What about baby? You could have been my baby. You know that? But you're not. Oh, you're daddy into messes. I used to be his only little princess. But now he's got a little baby boy to love.
Mimi.
I'm flying back to Springfield as soon as I say goodbye to Sharina. There's nothing left for me here.
Alexandra, please. It doesn't have to end this way.
Suddenly the compassionate father. After all these years, how dare you even pretend? The one thing I don't understand in all this madness is Sharina. She's such a gentle, caring person. How could she possibly love someone like you?
You don't really know me. And I understand that you can't help but think of me as the absent, aloof father. And I admit it. I was unfair to you and Alan. Brutally unfair.
Yes, you were. And now it's all come back to haunt you. Your entire miserable life has done nothing but bring pain to everyone you've touched, and it still does. After all this time, I'm still not free of you. You still hurt me by just standing there.
I'm sorry. I'd hoped that by now you'd be able to see the other side of me, the loving side that Sharina brought out. But no, you don't even want to hear about that, do you? You don't even want to consider the possibility that after all these years, your father could be a gentle, caring man.
Oh, now this I have to hear. Do tell me. Tell me everything, Dad. Tell me all about you and Sharina.
You have to try to understand. The time and place and circumstance were all against us. But our love endured, triumphed over all the odds. It was as if time stood still. The sun shone, the gentle breezes blew, and we were alone in Eden. There was never a face more beautiful, never hands so caring, never a heart so full of love as hers. Never. Our cup runneth over. Our love knew no bounds, no conventions. Our love was as free as hope itself.
You love Sharina. But why couldn't you love me the way you loved her and Victoria? What was wrong with me?
Nothing was wrong. I stayed with you and Alan, didn't I? At least you knew I was your father. Victoria never knew that. How do you think that made me feel? How do you think I felt living my life apart from the woman I loved? It ate at me like a cancer. Whatever I did, no matter what I did, someone would be hurt. Someone would suffer because of me. Oh, it's so easy to sit there in judgment, isn't it? Yes, yes. Well, you go right ahead and judge. You couldn't sentence me to a worse hell than the one I've already lived through. Yes, I was wrong. Yes, I made mistakes. Yes, I'm guilty as charged. It's easy to see that now. But back then, it was a different story.
Yes, I suppose it was.
I gave you everything, Alexandra. You can't deny that. You had everything money could buy. Every chance for happiness.
How could I be happy when I thought you hated me? Alan and I didn't know about Sharina and Victoria. How could we possibly understand why you were so indifferent toward us?
I'm sorry. You think I set out to live my life that way? I did the best I could.
Do you have any idea how desperate I was for you to love me? How much I needed you? Do you know what I used to wish for every year when I blew out the candles on my birthday cake? I wished for you that you'd be there like other fathers were. But I never got my wish.
Alexandra, I'm here for you now. I know you may not ever believe me. That I can't change the past. I cannot erase the pain. But I'll say it anyway. I do love you. I always have. And I always will.
You love me? I've waited all my life to hear you say those words.
Oh, my darling little girl.
I love you too. Oh, I do. Mother, why did you keep the truth from me all these years? Why did you deny me my father? To protect you. I did what I thought was best. Your father and I both did because we loved you. I'm only sorry the truth came out like it did. So many people had to be hurt. Such a shock. Yes? Perhaps to Alexandra most of all. Mother, how can you say that to me? Because, dear, she found out that her father was alive after all these years. And she learned the awful truth about her mother's death. I want you to make peace with her. I want you to come to some kind of understanding. She's your family child. And you're hers. The future belongs to both of you. Together. Listen to your mother. Brandon and I are the past. In our day, we couldn't be a family. But thank God times have changed, and you and Alexandra can stand tall together as sisters. I'd rest a lot easier if I knew our family was whole and united at last. Oh, Mama, please don't talk like that. It scares me. Oh, the times for fear is past. Oh, Mama. My sweet little Mama. You'll live forever, I know it. Well, where are you going? To the porch to sit with your father. But shouldn't you lie down and rest? At least until the doctor arrives. No. But missing one day on the porch won't matter. You're wrong, child. Perhaps you're too young to understand. But it's the little moments in the day-to-day living, like sitting on the porch with the man you love, that matters. That's why I've always loved your father. He cherishes those moments, too. Your father has always loved you. You must never forget that. I'll be on the porch.
If you're looking for Mama, she's on the porch.
There were so many times when I wanted to tell you that I was your father. And how very much I love you.
Please, go to Sharina's. She's waiting for you.
I just pray that one day you may find it within you to forgive me. Any regrets, Sharina?
I've come to learn, Brandon, that you measure a person by the pain. First you measure the pain, then you measure the person. And if the person comes out bigger than the pain, no regret.
You are the finest woman I have ever known. I loved you the first time I met you.
You saved my life.
didn't always keep my promise to you.
We're together now. You've given up everything for me.
Do you remember the day I gave you my mother's dog?
I could never forget it.
Close your eyes. Don't peek. Open your eyes. Thank you, Brandon.
We've had our day in the sun.
That we have. So much living in so little time. What's next, do you suppose?
Different, you know? I mean, Johnny Taylor never did those kind of things. He was always too busy pushing me around or kicking me out. Well, I think that Rick likes you and likes being with you just as much as you like being with him. You really think so?
I know so. Otherwise, the guy would have taken a hike by now. Just don't scare him off by rushing things.
I've had to worry about rushing things before. In fact, boys were always more than willing.
Rick is different.
Supposing I do decide to be patient. But how long should I wait? And when am I going to know that the time's right?
Girl, I don't have all the answers.
Honey, you'll know.
I mean, everybody's got to fumble around in the dark for a while.
I mean, look at how long it took me before I found happiness with HB. Just be patient, honey.
Your day will come. I promise you that.
Johnny Taylor? This is Mindy Lewis. Listen, are you still interested in Roxy Shane? Good. Well, I'll tell you, why don't you come over to my house tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock? But because I think I can help you. Good. Nice talking to you. Bye. Roxy Shane, you'll never even know what hit you. Sharina? Sharina?
Mama? Papa? Mama. Papa. They're dead.
I swear that little fella is, he looks like he's put on a pound since supper. And I could swear that his hair was starting to curl a little bit, too. And, I thought we ought to call him HBJ. J's for Junior, and I figured with initials like HBJ, hey, this little boy could be president. He certainly could. What do you think about it?